Owl's readathon wrap up for April. So yeah, obviously if you have not seen my previous video, I will link it in the description so you can check it out. But I took part in this year's Owl's readathon that was created by the lovely G at Book Roast, and I will leave a link to that channel as well. So this is my wrap-up video. I chose the career option of herbologist, which meant that I had 3 prompts to help me choose 3 books to read. So the 3 books I chose were Roald Dahl's SEO Trot, which was, if I can remember the prompt, a book under 150 pages, which was really hard to find actually. The Memory of Water by Brian Eastman. This was a book with the letter M as the starting word. And then the final one was The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett, and it was a book with a bird with a beak on the cover, and there is a swan there. So yeah, this is my wrap-up video, so I will tell you how I got on. I finished SEO Trot in, I want to say 20 minutes. It was really short. It's only, where is it? It doesn't even have a page number. Oh no, hang on. It's 55 pages, so it's a really diddy book. I have to say I have my preferences when it comes to Roald Dahl, and this one kind of isn't one of my preferences, but I have the box set, so it will stay in my collection. But it's basically about a man that fancies a woman, and she wishes that her turtle would grow bigger, and it doesn't because it's so tiny. So he creates this really elaborate plan to kind of woo this lady by helping her turtle grow. So he buys 100 turtles that he keeps in his upstairs flat, and she is in the flat below him, and each week he weighs her turtle and replaces it with one that's slightly bigger, so over time it will grow bigger and bigger. She's so happy with the result that she falls in love with him and they get married, and live happily ever after with their giant turtle. So yeah, it was a good book, it was a good story. I imagine for your younger reader, which is what it is aimed at, it would be absolutely fascinating and they would absolutely love it. But yeah, for me it was kind of, in terms of Roald Dahl. As I said, I have my favourites. And this one kind of wasn't one of them. But it was a really good read, it was really sweet. So yeah, there's that one. Then The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. Now I have seen the film of this and this version as well. I want to say 5-6 times, if not more. We watched it a lot when I was a kid at home, and I have seen the black and white one as well. So going into this, I was expecting it to be a really easy read, and I actually really struggled with this one. The writing is very small, not that that should be an issue, but I find when the writing's really small, I do struggle a little bit, and it was really hard going. Like she moves to the Yorkshire Moors, and lives at Misselthwaite Manor, and she has her uncle in the secret garden and her cousin Colin, and everyone knows, I think most people know the story. If you don't, then basically Mary used to live in India, her parents died, and she comes over to England and moves into Misselthwaite Manor with her estranged uncle, who has a son called Colin, who is a cripple, as they put it in the book, and basically Mary tries to encourage him out and into the world and to really enjoy himself. She uses the help of her friend Dickon, who lives on the moors with his family, and they discover the secret garden, which is a garden that was locked away 10 years ago when Colin's mum died, so her uncle's wife, and they make it beautiful again, and it is their secret garden. So they go there each day and kind of, yeah, really sort of make it as wonderful as it used to be. It's a lovely, heartwarming story. I just really didn't enjoy reading the book. I could watch the film over and over, apart from the fact I find Colin really irritating. But yeah, it's a lovely story. I just found it a really hard read. I think audiobook I would have found easier. physical book I just really struggled with. They have deep Yorkshire accents in this, and obviously she uses those deep Yorkshire accents and kind of talks, like it's written how they would talk. That'll get fat and that'll get us hungry as a young fox, and that'll learn how to talk to the robin, same as I do. We'll have a lot of fun. So it's my terrible accent, I butchered that, I'm sorry. But yeah, I just found it a struggle. It wasn't something I found an easy read, but yeah, so it won't be staying in my collection, but I do have a special place for the film in my heart, just because it was something I grew up with as a child, I think. And then the final one was The Memory of Water. It's a Rosemary and Thyme mystery by Brian Eastman. As I said in my previous video on this, I used to watch the Rosemary and Thyme series with my sister when I still lived at home. We absolutely love it. We still quote parts from different episodes. And this one was just really, really good. I already knew the story of it, having seen the episodes quite a few times, but it was still really interesting to see how it unravelled, whether anything was particularly different to the TV programme of it, and I have to say I don't think it particularly was. And I just really enjoyed it. It was really good. So basically, Rosemary witnesses a man jumping into the water that she believes is Cousin Jim, and then throughout the story they sort of come up with little clues and things that make it seem like it might not have been the Cousin Jim that everyone else is talking about. And then she sees a mysterious man that looks exactly the same as Cousin Jim in the market, and it all kind of unravels for there, and we find out exactly what happened to Cousin Jim and who the bloke was she was kind of following around. But it was a really, really good read. I really, really enjoyed it, and this one will be staying on my shelf. I could definitely read it again. But I really, really enjoyed this O.W.L's readathon. I did consider doing one of the extra sort of curricular things. I can't remember off the top of my head what some of them were, but I just, at the moment, I've done like one readathon, it was my first one, and I really enjoyed doing it, but I have a lot of other books I want to get to, and yeah, I'm going to hold out for the Newts that come in June or July, I believe, and go from there. And if I sort of sweep through that one as well, then I will probably take up one of the extracurricular things if that's an option. But yeah, I really enjoyed this O.W.L's readathon. I have got my Herbology achievement degree, so yeah, ta-da, go me. I'm quite surprised actually that I did as well as I did, and as quickly as I did, but obviously with being off at the minute and everyone kind of being a little bit in limbo with the quarantine and all things like that, I did find I had a lot of spare time to do my reading. So yeah, that is it from me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you took part in the O.W.Ls, let me know in the description down below how you got on. If you have a video, link it and I will check it out. Yeah, that's everything from me. Take care and I'll see you guys in my next bookish video. Bye!